Allow the children
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo touchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, my ego don't come, my people make we shout, my ego don't come, my ego don't come, man of the masses, my ego don't come, this one not the off in mind. And in the touchlight every corner. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder. My ego don't come. My people make we shout. My ego don't come. My ego don't come, man of the masses. My ego don't come. My ego die the political. My ego don't come. This one not the off in mind. My ego don't come. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. My yegun don't come. My people make you shout. My yegun don't come. Man of the masses.
Hello there. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. This is Brunch Time with Mayegun live. Good morning to you in America. Good afternoon to you right here in Nigeria and across Europe. Good evening time to you all in Asia. Yeah, we call it a brunch time, breakfast and lunch. Read the caption of this broadcast. Read the description as well. Like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell all of them that's Mayegun today. whether you want to call it a shege bansa,
And yes, we like
BT pain,
you too.
or whatever you give it, I mean, the name you give to it. The kind of a wood that is blowing in Nigeria is not ending soon.
And yes, we
There
like
is no end in sight, by the way. The tax collector,
yes, we like
Tinubu, the rent seeker, rent taker, forwarded about 5 bills, 5 amendments, their tax amendment to further increase the taxes that his agents will be collecting, including establishing different tax agencies that are going to come for you. So the northern criminals are no longer finding it funny. They said, Abba, is enough. That the Tinubu supposed reform, they are the most affected, the most hit. And it is time for Tinubu to slow it down. No, it's never going to happen. Share this broadcast and tell everybody that you're good today. So thank you so much for joining me again. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is brunch time with Mayegun snippet into what happened yesterday, what happened earlier today, before the what is the prime time, or what finally is like the whole collection of everything happening from that contraption later in the evening. So thank you so much for joining me again. The news is that apart from the help or cry for help from the northern supposed political leaders when they met yesterday, listen, the reason why the 19 states from the northern part of Nigeria and then the middle belt part of Nigeria have been in darkness has been revealed. Yes, they are homegrown, well-funded, well-oiled, industrialized terrorism in northern Nigeria. The terrorists there were those who actually bombed the electricity infrastructure that resulted into the blackouts in the entire northern part of Nigeria, including the middle belt. So the meeting they had with the chief of general staff, I think, Musa, was that they should do something, either by providing security for those that will fix the destroyed infrastructure. So yesterday, Tinubu ordered, because they have to be ordered, Tinubu has ordered the power minister, Adelabu Pekuliames, Benkelemes, as well as Ribadol and the Nigerian Air Force to provide, to reinstate the electricity to the northern part of Nigeria, but they would have to do it collaboratively, okay? So the TCN, Transmission Company of Nigeria, also they are called, they cannot go there and fix the line without the adequate security. So do you see the state of Nigeria now, right? So what they now promise to do will be in the next 5 days, TCN engineers will be escorted to the spot where the terrorists blew the infrastructure. Okay, so while they are working, the Nigerian army will form security around them, battle ready. The Nigerian Air Force will provide area surveillance to make sure that they are checking that the terrorists are not coming as these people come around to fix the electricity. Okay, so the question people are now asking is, what's going to happen after fixing it and everybody leaves? So does that mean that the terrorists can go back and bump it again? So the guys who told you that the Tinubu and his guy, especially APC, remember that they have defeated the terrorists. That is their sing song. The terrorists have been defeated. Terrorism has been reduced. Now it is biting them in the bum. that, you know, it is not defeated, because terrorism in Nigeria is an industry. It is not to be defeated. It is to be managed. And same with everything in Nigeria. You see, if you are battling with a poor infrastructure, their job is not to end it. Their job is to manage it. If you are battling with poverty, which is evident in Nigeria today, multi-dimensional poverty, APC, Egbekegbe, is not meant to end poverty in Nigeria. Their job is to manage it, which means they can continue to throw money at it without any concrete plan of ending or lifting people out of poverty. You remember they said they were going to lift 10 million out of poverty every year, only for them to add more than 60 million of you to the basket of that multi-dimensional poverty. It is all similar. So when they met with the chief of general staff, Musa, also yesterday, it was just like one of the show-offs, though, right? Yeah. That's different. Here is that part.
In person of His Excellency Mohammed Iwan Yahya, CON, Governor of Ogun State. Their Excellencies, members and governors of the 19 northern states, the Chief of Defense Staff of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, General C.G. Musa, OFR, His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, and Chairman, Northern States Traditional Rulers Council, the Royal Highnesses, Eminence, the Chiefs of our Naval, traditional and religious institutions, other attendees here present, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Your Excellencies, may I respectfully request that we all be in a standing position so that we take the national anthem.
That's the moment I had to cut it off. The national anthem, Nigeria, the another nonsense here. I don't know. I don't think I'm the only person who has never looked at that Tinubu's anthem called the national anthem that Tinubu changed so that all of you will be patriotic to Nigeria. I have never looked at it twice. I just kind of like Nigeria, yeah, brotherhood, whatever. So I had to cut that off. Those are the guys meeting with Chief of Defense Staff. That's the title, not General Staff. Defense Staff. CG Musa. So Musa was there to tell them that, we are doing a lot to reduce the insecurity. And at the same time, we will try our best to make sure that the destroyed, bombed electricity infrastructure or power structure is fixed. I want to assure you, I assure you that we will fix it. But that wasn't the only problem. Yesterday, Tinubu and his tax collectors, they sent what was called the different tax bills amendments to the National Assembly. And the first one, Tinubu didn't send any real reform to these people per se, but tax and more tax. You know that a VAT is called the value added tax. It is a consumption tax. When you buy something, when you buy a can of Coke, or you buy a brand new TV, or you buy you buy a phone, mobile phone. Okay, so they will add a VAT to it. When you buy anything you buy that you have to use, consume, so to say, if you buy a bottle of a Star, if they are selling a bottle of Star for 500 naira, how much is a bottle of Star now, by the way? Because the last time, please don't laugh, because the last time I bought a bottle of Star in Nigeria, Lager and Gouda, I bought it for 150 naira. How much is it now? But if you go to some certain, like flashy spots, they will sell it to you for 300 naira. Heineken was, in my time, it was 200 naira per bottle. How much is it now? Like not in the club. All of now they go club, not club. I'm talking about if you go to the Asikira's beer parlor, how much is a bottle of Star now? Don't worry, I'm going to go to Facebook. Those ones are very current. They will tell me, right? How much is a bottle of Star in Nigeria now? And to those of you who are like, I'm not asking of the carton now, okay? The bottle. How much is a bottle? 150. Really? Is it still 150? No, it's not. Come on, Director Scott. I need the current price. 1,000 naira. Anyway, I'll get that later. Okay. So if you declare surplus for your friends, Gouda is 1,000 naira. Well, almost it should be around that because everything don't cost now, Abi. But this consumption tax is meant to be collected by state. Okay. But the federal government hijacked it. 700 naira. Oh, that's still better. I mean, that's not too, Abi. Because me that is talking about 150 naira. This was like about 12 years ago. So it should be around that price. With the inflation that you have in Nigeria today, I'm going to say it is still fair. If you just go to a Yasikira's shop, your cider and all of that, a beer parlor, it should be around that figure, like 500, 700 or 1,000 naira would be fair. Because this day with that, a spaghetti of a 70 naira, 10 years ago, 9 years ago, spaghetti of a 70 naira, 75 naira is like 1,200 naira now. So if a bottle of Gouda that was 150 naira, 130 naira, 12 years ago, it's around 700 or 1,000. I'm not going to say it's outrageous. With the inflation and hyperinflation you have, right? It's going to be like, somewhere around that figure. Yeah, it also depends on the area as well. That's what I meant by it depends on where you go to. For me, back in Odogbolu then, right? We used to buy the uku. You know what is uku? 33. So we used to buy 33 for 90 naira, 100 naira. Then we'll buy stuff for 140 naira, 150 naira. Gouda, 150 naira. Henneken's 180, 200. Here you get. And that was years ago. So if everything has changed, they should have as well. Okay. Now you see this consumption tax. It's meant to be collected and paid to the state where you consume those things. For example, that is why Lagos happen to be making so much money, generating so much in VAT, collection. But they have changed it enough that the federal government now collect the tax on behalf of the states. That they will now share it with everyone in Nigeria. So the northern Nigeria, even though the Nigerian law states that as Nigerians, you are free to live in any part of Nigeria. And you are free to do your business, legitimate business in any part of Nigeria that you want. But that is just on paper. In reality, they don't born you well to say you are opening a beer parlor in Kano, or you are opening or you are transporting your beers to northern Nigeria. In fact, it is a big thing for them that whenever they are destroying those beer bottles, it's like a big thing. They will be shouting Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, that kind of thing. So it's been a battle between the South and the North for years now that consumption tax should be paid to the states where people are consuming them. If you choose to be, to be a brewery yourself, drinking every weekend and all that, that tax from there should not be funding the lifestyles of these jihadists from Zamfara, these terrorists from Kano, and terrorists from Sokoto, these, economic saboteurs from northern Nigeria shouting Allahu Akbar, since it is against their religion. Here you get. In southern part of Nigeria, we have Muslims too, okay? And they are not going everywhere destroying shops where beer or, alcohol is being sold. But the hypocrite from northern Nigeria, right? They are, it is not haram to collect the VAT money, to share from the money. But it is haram for you to bring a bottle of alcohol to northern Nigeria. So the bottom line is that out of the federal tax or federal taxes that Nigeria collects in Nigeria, the northern Nigeria, all of them together combined, right? Okay, if we have to kind of go by the current reality, where the middle belters are saying they are not northerners, right? So let's give them that they are not northerners. Therefore, I haven't seen where they are destroying alcohol bottles and all that in the middle belt part of Nigeria. But we have seen they call Sharia not, and these are the poorest part of Nigeria. Do you understand that now? Except for Bayelsa. It's unfortunate though, right? So the poorest part of Nigeria is the Sharia North in Nigeria. And they are those who believe that they are born to rule as well, okay? So where they have introduced all this Sharia, these guys have contributed, almost nothing to the federal, the federal tax in Nigeria. The reason is because they have the highest number of unemployed people. They have the highest number of the poorest people, so you can't even tax them. Back in the days, right, when before the terrorists took over the region, this region used to contribute to the food basket of the country, meaning the supply meat, cows, goats, and all those, including fowls, which is chicken, so to say, as their own contribution to the Nigeria food basket. The Middle Beltans grow the food. Benue is categorically known as the food basket of Nigeria until the terrorists came and turned half of the state to the graveyard of Nigeria, the Fulani terrorists to be precise. So you can't tax poor people. And that is why majority of them believe so much, especially their ruiners, they believe so much in the federal allocation. And the hypocrisy of how they are so interested in federal allocation that they contribute almost zero to. All right? But they are so entitled that they always want to be where it is being decided how much should be shared, how much should be given to them, and how much should be given to others. The golden goose that lays the golden egg, the southern part of Nigeria. Here you get. So when Tinubu now came, they said Tinubu was coming to come and do what he did in Lagos. He was coming to come and make them prosperous. Unfortunately, they were not shown the full book of what Tinubu did in Lagos. Owoda. The only thing you will hear about is the money. You will never see where the money goes. Maybe you have an idea of where the money goes into Tinubu's pocket and Tinubu's allies as well. So Tinubu sent a bill because they said they want to harmonize the tax collection. Where they are still taking all of this to is that the FIRS and which is the Federal Inland Revenue Service, will soon become remitter. Yeah, it's going to become remitter soon, which is going to be Alpha Beta. They will be collecting the taxes for Nigeria. So to set the pace as we speak, Tinubu sent 5 bills. How many? 4 bills. The first one, he called it Nigeria Tax Bill. This Nigeria Tax Bill is the bill that will give Tinubu the power to appoint a tax collector. Here you get, instead of the FIRS that is collecting taxes in Nigeria, they will now appoint a consultant like Alpha Beta. So the bill to make sure that happens, Tinubu has sent it. The second one is called the Nigeria Tax Administration Bill. So this one, NTAB, is to help Tinubu determine when and how on what to tax, which is ordinarily the power of government, but they are amending the bill that will now make it more like possibly tax, anything taxable, including some of the exempts from northern Nigeria, because there are some stuff like if you are a shoe shiner, you are not paying taxes, you will pay now. If you are a barrow pusher, pushing by a wheelbarrow to carry load for people, if you are selling water, Merua, we know they pay tax, you will pay now so that they can give you a ticket. Like they do in Lagos. In Lagos, people that are helping people to carry load on their head, they pay taxes to Tinubu's tax collectors in Lagos. You have to pay to the Agberos. So now this is the idea. Now they are now setting up what is called the Nigeria Revenue Service. You already have the Federal Inland Revenue Service. Which one is Nigeria Revenue Service? This also will give them the chance to kind of sublet the, what do you call it? The duty of the FIRS to some group of people that will begin to collect the taxes from you. And they are those who will determine how much you are going to pay as taxes on what. So whether you are a farmer that is harvesting, you will need to pay taxes as you are harvesting your and finally, there's one called the Joint Revenue Board. Joint Revenue Board is to take the states, the local government areas away from their own domain where they collect taxes. Because you see, in Nigeria, right, the federal governments collect taxes. They have areas they collect their own taxes. The states have their own areas. The local governments have their own areas. So Tinubu is creating what is now called Joint Revenue Board. That Joint Revenue Board means they will just tell them that don't worry, let's collect it for you and we'll share the money to you. Are you with me? So these 4 bills have been sent to the Akpabio's National Assembly. If all of them get passed, you don't enter the kalo. You don't enter inside the Tinubu's kolo. That even if Tinubu no dead there again, are you with me? Even if Tinubu is dead, Tinubu's dynasty will still they collect percentage from every taxes paid in Nigeria. So gradually, so it's kind of like, and this is what the northern governors are like, no, no, we don't want this. So our people are going through a lot. But now, in fact, we are the most affected. They said a bag of rice in northern Nigeria right now is going for 150,000 naira, 160,000 naira. Yes, you heard me right. 150, 160,000 right now in northern Nigeria. And this is just the beginning. So the northern criminals are like, no, your policies have been, we are the most hit by your policies, and we cannot accept any further taxation from this regime. I don't know who they are talking to. Maybe they are just talking to themselves. But when it comes to Tinubu, this is almost a done deal. Yeah, there may be some, there may be some pushback where people are going to be like, no, we no go agree. We no go agree. Oh, we no go agree. Story. The moment they get the lawmakers paid, nobody collect their own share, you will just hear it that it has passed. Because according to them, they are doing it in your interest. This whole thing is in your interest. Okay? If you want Nigeria to be like Lagos, you need to let Tinubu build Nigeria for you in the image of Lagos. It's now becoming like a threat, though. Every time they say, let us just let's see, let me wait for Tinubu's reform. Tinubu's reform is going to change Nigeria, blah blah blah. Everything doesn't sound like a threat now. It's always been a threat anyway. It's just that not many of you paid attention. More companies are now leaving, and this is due to multiple taxation as well. The not conducive environment to do business. So people have listed how many companies have now left Nigeria since 2020. I don't know if, I think I have the list here to some extent and when they left, okay? So for example, in 2020, right? But let me put it on my screen. The companies that left Nigeria. In the last 4 years, many more are living as we speak. But according to the Runukus, their belief is that, you know, those companies cannot compete. It's because they are leaving Nigeria because they can't compete with the local companies in Nigeria. But when companies leave Nigeria, listen, they are living with jobs. So more and more people, this poverty data that you have had in Nigeria, you know, actually comes from these companies that, you know, companies that have 1,000 workers, 500 workers, 200 workers, 3,000 workers, and 1,000 here and there. Once they packed and left, those people become jobless, start looking for another job in a country where or more. You go have to go and do some, you know, some spiritual battle, except you become the APC, Vuvuzela on social media, the data boys, they call them. Once they send you data, you can go online and begin to defend their rubbish. When you are done, you can go back to your LO, to your shito, so to say, as a sewage dweller, where you have to go and lick your own wounds. Listen to this. So, in 2020, briefly, this was when Bokwari was there. That was when Daily Food Nigeria Limited left. Standard Biscuits Nigeria Limited left. Union Trading Company Nigeria PLC left. Nasco Fiber Product Limited left. In 2021, they said over 20 companies shut down in Nigeria. Among them were the Stone Industries Limited, Mufex Nigeria Company Limited, Tower Aluminium Nigeria Limited, Freeman Industries Limited, Shores Foam Limited left. In 2022, they said, according to their record too, they said that over 15 companies left, 15 brands, so to say. We're talking about prominent brands here, right? That was when Errand Products Nigeria Limited left, Mother's Pride Ventures Limited left, Universal Rubber Company Limited left, Gorgeous Metal Makers Limited also left. In 2023, this also had over 40 businesses that left. Prominent among them are ShopRite Nigeria Limited, Glasgow GSMK, you remember those ones? Glasgow Smith Klein Consumer Limited, Procter & Gamble, Unilever Nigeria Limited, Nigeria PLC, Sanofi Aventis Nigeria Limited, Equinox Nigeria Limited, Nigeria, so to say, Boat Food and Jumia Food Nigeria, they all packed up. So this year, 2024, more than 30 companies have also left, 30 businesses. Prominent among them are, you have the Agio PLC, you have the Microsoft Nigeria, Total Energies Nigeria, what else again? You had the PZ Cousins Limited, Kimberly Clark Nigeria Limited. These were just a few prominent ones, you will say. I think I had others. Oh, I think it's a combination of what you call the prominent among them in the last 4 years. The Procter & Gamble's, Unilever, GlaxoSmithKline, Consumer Nigeria Limited, PLC, GSK, Sanofi, Bolt Food, Equinor, Jubilee Syringe Manufacturing, right? Shell, ShopRite, especially in Kano, so to say, Kimberly Clark, PZ, Microsoft, Volkswagen also left ahead, right? So all of these companies left, and according to the Ronukus back then, these companies were just companies that couldn't really compete. So no wonder that Wike told us that all of us not happy. Are you happy? Yes, I am. Okay, this is not for you. For those who are not happy with the way Tinubu is ruining Nigeria, with the way APC, Egbekebe have destroyed Nigeria, Wike said you will never be happy. High rights.
I know so many people are not happy. You don't expect everybody to be happy in life. We are happy that we are happy. Are you not happy? Me, I'm very, very happy. Those who are not happy, may you not be happy. So we are happy because we have seen that there are signs that things will change for better. There are signs that things will change for better. Things were very bad. We have all forgotten. We just want miracle. We need to be patient. Just like what the Buhari chairman said, that when they said I'm the one coming, they were crying. You are lucky. Some of you don't even know somebody. What was making you to cry? Have you seen me before? Or because when you watch me on television, you say, he has come, we'll run away. If you do what you run away, you run. We say we are going to fight insecurity. Are we not fighting insecurity now? We have not said we have come to the level where we say, okay, no more security. But go home and say that. Don't also say that we promise there will be no form of crime. No. Nowhere in this world, even in America. You saw the other day they wanted to kill Donald Trump. Didn't you see it? Look at the level, at that level, presidential level, where they have all the security. There was crime. I thank God he didn't die. So nobody should think that there will be no one form of crime or the other. No. The security agencies are doing their best. If you get the report of what they do every day, you will marvel. They are doing their best, and I thank them very well. On Friday, of course, we are going to launch another security scheme where we are going to make sure whether you call yourself that you are not the cause, it's not my business. Stay in your state and beg. FCT cannot be center of beggars. FCT cannot be center of beggars. It's the only city we have in Nigeria to showcase the world. Security scheme where we are going to make sure whether you call yourself that you are not the cause, it's not my business.
Because according to Wike, they are trying their best. I don't know if it is the recordings, the last 3 or 4 videos of Wike I have seen. It seems the man is not well. But I don't want to diagnose him by just looking at him. Here you get. His voice seems to be somehow like leaving him. I hope by 2026, no be only sign language where we can go to TikTok. And that will be very aggressive. You know, when people are doing the sign language, when they are talking like that, so they are like very soft. Sure you get. But because of the kind of person where the Wike is, now aggression, then go take the do sign language. Like that. I don't know if it's just me or some of you have been observing that too. Or maybe it's just this time it's got a cold or something. You know? Seems his voice seems to be like leaving him gradually. Remember with the Wike is like like that. But now that thing has become like that. So his message to the beggars, the Nigerians, that they have impoverished with their policies, with their looting and all that. With the Wike has told them to go back and beg in their own states, all right, because they are considered as a security threat. You know, yesterday we had a program where I said to be poor in Nigeria is actually a crime. It's like a sin. If you are a poor person in Nigeria, you are suspected of almost everything. As a poor person, if you are in in a room, something goes missing, you will be the first suspect. You'll be the first person they will suspect and say, "What are you looking for, man? Did you see my phone? Yeah, African Wala, I beg, did you see my phone? I'm looking for my phone." Then everybody will just turn around and look at that the poorest person in the room, and the person will be like, what? Why are you all looking at me? No, I didn't take any phone. No, this is my pocket. Oh, this is my pocket. Oh, see, oh, this is my bag. Oh, check my bag. I didn't steal any phone. No. So nobody said you steal any phone. We're just asking if you see the phone. No, I didn't see any phone. No, I didn't. I mean, you don't notice that? Yeah, I think all of us are guilty of that. Eh? When something goes missing inside the room, whoever we consider as the poor or the poorest in that room, nobody looks at that person that they believe is well-to-do. That a well-to-do person will steal a phone, or a well-to-do person will steal money, or it's always the person who is the poorest in this room, or who is the ugliest, who is the most ugliest person in this room. It must be that person. Okay, no, for the ugliest, that one we say if they're fat, if somebody mess inside the room, where everybody is looking nice and all that, fine boy, fine girls and all that. So then when somebody messes, right, like fat, the next thing everybody will begin to look at the direction of the ugliest person in the room, as if to say, you know, Ramisha, it is a Nigerian thing that you'll be like, come on, if you are poor, it's like a sin. You are the first suspect. Even though those who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria, they are those in government, those who have the power to end terrorism. They are those who have turned it into an industry, making money from this terrorism, supplying weapons to terrorists. But I mean, we've had the evidence of where, government outside Nigeria have indicted supposed people that you would never probably believe they are involved in terrorism. What did Nigeria do? Nigeria shielded them. But today, the elite in Abuja, led by Wike, they are suspecting those of you that Nigeria has happened to, who are now beggars, children who are out of school, begging. There is no plan of rehabilitating them, empowering them. Rather, they are being blamed for the insecurity in Abuja. So according to Wike, you have to go back to your state and beg, because you have become a threat to us.
Security scheme where we are going to make sure Whether you call yourself that you are not the cause, it's not my business. Stay in your state and beg. FCT cannot be center of beggars. FCT cannot be center of beggars. It's the only city we have in Nigeria to showcase the world. We will not allow that. We will not allow it. I didn't say it is good. Some of you choose to beg. Some of you choose to beg. So we will not allow that. If you want to beg, you can come to these village areas. Security scheme.
So they are launching a security scheme to go after beggars and get rid of them from Abuja for safety. And Asari Dokubo have said that the reason why he is upset with Tinubu is because Tinubu empowered somebody like Wike to be causing problems in Rivers State. I didn't ask Tinubu that he wanted a pipeline contract. That's not true. That Wike is causing problems for Fubara, a German, the first and only German to be governor of Rivers State. And he supported Tinubu because Tinubu saved his life. This is the lie, but I mean, you can let it flow. Oh, sorry, let it fly. He said Tinubu saved his life when Obasanjo wanted to kill, not because of Tinubu, Obasanjo would have killed him. That when Obasanjo locked him up, it was Tinubu that was feeding his family. Okay, maybe that is true. But Tinubu didn't save him from Obasanjo. No. You remember the story? Don't worry, I'll repeat the story quickly. When Obasanjo wanted to deal with the Niger Delta terrorists, which Asari Dokubo was one of them, they called them Niger Delta militants, who claimed to be fighting for the marginalization of the Niger Delta people. And therefore, they started attacking oil installation, kidnapping, the oil expatriate, oil workers, and all that in Niger Delta. So Obasanjo now invited them to Abuja. Upon getting to Abuja, they lodged them in a presidential hotel there, like Nikon 18, Nikon 18 Hotel, Abuja, presidential suite, all of them, for like a week. They couldn't see Obasanjo. It was all planned. So they told them to go back. That when Obasanjo comes back into the country, he will call them. So 2 months after, Obasanjo said they should go and bring them again. Rather than take them to Hilton Hotel, they took them straight to Kuje prison. And that was where Asari Dokubo and others spent the next 7 months of their lives. According to him, Obasanjo even locked him in a dungeon, like solitary confinement, so that he would lose his mind, he will run mad, and they will return him back, but he didn't lose his mind. So that's why he hates Obasanjo so much. And it was Tinubu who was feeding his family, his children, when he was away. So which means maybe Tinubu was among those who bought them weapons to be kidnapping oil workers around that time. Because that's the only connection I think they probably should have. So he said that is why he supported Tinubu. And right now, Tinubu decided to go and empower Wike. So while I was listening to that, in my head, I was like, okay, waiting be Yoruba on in all of this now. Remember that days ago, it was ranting. How the Yorubas are betrayers. Yorubas betray, they are betrayers. They are, yeah. So it was all because of whatever he had with Tinubu. So he said it wasn't about oil pipeline contracts. It was because Wike is trying to destabilize Fubara's government. And it was Tinubu that is giving him that power. That's why he's upset. Why not just face Tinubu? We think concern Yorubas in that. So, with the Wike is the reason why Asari Dokubo, Asari Dokubo called Yorubas betrayers. Listen.
Will you say that President Bola
Yes,
Ahmed Tinubu,
I'm with you.
will you say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is succeeding or failing as president, given the reality in the country today? And to still go back to your matter with him, you said you emptied your bank account, you spent a lot of money, and Tinubu is there in Abuja. You are not benefiting anything. So what would you like to benefit from him? Now that you helped him, you supported him, and he's there. He has forgotten people who supported him.
To my broadcast, if you had listened to my broadcast in full, I met President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I met him, both in camera and behind camera. And he asked me, are you interested in pipeline? He will be listening now. And I told him, I'm not interested in pipeline contract. He's alive. I told him, I am not interested. But I can assist those who are doing the pipeline contract in any way I can for your government to succeed. But I'm not interested. So I never said that it was personal gain I was looking for. I clearly said in all my broadcasts that my needs are very small. My needs are very small. So what I'm trying...
that this conversation is not personal. But a lot of people would disagree because you've made statements such as that if President Bola Tinubu fails, we should hold you responsible. So my question is, should your people...
I still stand by that statement.
So should the Ijaw people, the Ogoni people, the people of Niger Delta, should they hold you responsible for the fact that their ministry has now been scrapped?
I still stand by that statement.
Yes. So should the Niger Delta people hold you responsible? Are you taking responsibility for the Niger Delta ministry being scrapped, since you said you would be taking responsibility?
That is why I am crying out. That is why I am crying out. Because I am vigorously liable to any infraction of the exploitation of the Nigerian people, not just Niger Delta people. Because I stood in front of everybody. And I'm not going to deny what I said. Even if it is tomorrow, Ahmed Bola Tinubu encounters any problem, difficulty, I will still stick out my neck and stand. Because at the time he stood for me, I would have been dead. I would not have been in this program talking to you. Obasanjo would have killed me. If not for people like Ahmed Bola Tinubu who stood by me and did everything for me. So I am not going to be in a hurry. I am not going to be in a hurry to forget that.
Asari Dokubo.
It's very clear. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu becoming president, I should be able to tell him the truth. And what is happening in Rivers State, where President Ahmed Bola Tinubu is supporting Nyesom Wike to destabilize Rivers State, to disturb the peace of Rivers State. And as a stakeholder in Rivers State, I feel disappointed, totally disappointed, for the president to allow his minister serving under him to run amok, procure judgments, and all sorts, threatening the people of Rivers State, because what they are trying to do is, we are going to remove Fubara and nothing will happen. And I'm saying that if you remove Fubara, something will happen. If you try to remove Fubara, something will happen. And that is it. That is what...
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
Asari get mental problem. Did you just say there that he's still standing with Tinubu? That's not what he said a few days ago when he was taking that his rant against the Yorubas. For context, this was Asari Dokubo a few days ago.
Today, I feel that I apologize to our fathers like Dababri, like Medford Okilo, that they were not wrong in forming alliance with the North. And as young men, we will now start that same alliance now. As I am today, from today, I will walk and form alliance with the North and to crush all of the opposition. Because those who hate us, whatever we do for them does not mean anything to them. Whatever some people do to them does not mean anything to them. You go all over each other. We will take this message that it's only the Northerners that can work with the job people. We cannot work with the Yoruba people. They are betrayers to us. We risked our life, voted, did everything. This is what we get. The Tinubu I knew. And I took all the bullets, emptied my account for, and said, hold me responsible. Hey, people say, in talk say, if Tinubu failed, hold me responsible. Tinubu failed, hold me responsible. Yes, I said it. Because the Tinubu I knew, I had so much confidence in him. But Tinubu I'm seeing today, monkey say when he carry him pikin for back, they go in don't know wetin him pikin collect. So make nobody hold am responsible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Monkey say when he carry him pikin for back, they go. He don't know wetin him pikin carry and collect for back. Say make nobody hold am responsible. Yes. Because na the one wey happen for in front. Now you go know. Now you know. It has taught me a very big lesson. That sometimes trust is very expensive. The Tinubu I knew, and I took all the bullets, emptied my account for, and said, hold me responsible. Tinubu becoming president, all of you, I mean, the powder I pour for my body that night, the happiness, my aunties there, the happiness for this village, the people who no vote us, they don't even come out. We kill cows. The joy what I get. I pour powder for my body like a newborn baby. I don't born newborn baby. Today, I feel that I have.
So definitely he's got mental problem. He's not man enough. He's an attention seeker. Now we can kind of diagnose that from this far. This was just a few days ago. And I bet that's what prompted the Arise News crew, Arise TV crew, to contact him, to interview him. And did you hear that now? He's already changing all of that. So somebody was telling me a few days ago that, well, are you going to take this man serious? I was like, no, I'm not. It's just that somebody who wants, who was everywhere screaming, if Tinubu fail, may you hold me responsible. And he's probably not getting what he was promised. And he decided to attack the Yorubas for it. So I'm not taking him serious. I'm just exposing more of what I thought was hypocrisy. Now I'm kind of possibly exposing his lunacy. I will continue to do that, remember.
I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
You say?
I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
Thank you.
The job people are already angry that this is the worst government.
We have just started.
We must learn a lesson.
This man! You gotta trust man. Man, hand down. Your eyes will see what your mouth cannot talk.
That's just what we're showing. Okay. And unfortunately, is leader of some people. Right. The man who beat up a boat driver yesterday in what has caused national and international uproar, rage. Dishonorable Alex Mascot has issued a half-hearted apology. Why is it half-hearted? He is already spending money to try to twist it by saying that they set him up. Okay? He didn't say it. Now some ass lickers, boot lickers, you know, that are trying to spin it. And I know that it is a Nigerian thing as well. Okay? They said that why didn't the boat driver, why didn't he take his delivery inside the house for him? Others are saying, are you sure saying a snail? The boat driver go deliver. Said, well, that's what the boat driver said. This is not speculation. The driver said a girl brought snails in a bag, yellow bag, right? So go and give it to dishonorable Alex Mascot. Some are saying maybe not banana, maybe not drug, maybe not. Calm down, please. Let's follow what the eyewitness said, because they said, the way the guy reacted in that video is not normal. That it should be subjected to drug test to check if he was high on some certain drug or maybe something even stronger than just the drugs. So he issued an apology. And in his apology, he said he apologized for his outburst, for the attack on that young man, and that the police are now investigating the matter. Okay, and they have promised to deal with the people responsible. You the mad, you need. What right? Which kind of apology be this? What kind of apology is this? You are apologizing. You are telling us that the police are doing investigation of the matter and they will hold the people responsible. Which people? You are the one who said you can make somebody disappear without trace. You called him a dirty rat, a dirty monkey. You know, you are the ones who are kind of throwing all those tirade. So which one is the police is investigating and they will by me now? Have you seen the apology? You should Google it. Let me even see if I can put that on the screen, right? It was like, I'm gonna Amos or Moscow rather. One sec. Alex Mascot. Apologize. Which level? Which kind of apology? So people have actually told him that they have rejected his apology. Okay. In his words, let me see if I can see the quote. I need a paper. I sincerely apologize for my words and actions during this incident. I recognize the distress and frustration this has caused Citizen Abu Aseya Joseph, that's the young man, the boat driver, his family, and the public at large. As a public servant, I understand the weight of my role and how my words can impact others. While I am human and not infallible, I remain accountable for my actions. Citizen Abu Aseya and I have explored alternative dispute resolution methods to address this issue and have reached a respectful resolution, which I am committed to following through. So he now said, I'm gonna. I reaffirm, no, hang on. I extend my heartfelt apologies to the Inspector General of Police, recognizing the unintended disparagement my remarks may have caused to his person, his office, and the entire institution. I reaffirm my respect for the Nigerian Police Force and Inspector General's commitment to maintaining law and order. I extend my sincere apologies to the leadership and members of this House and the National Assembly as a whole for any deficit in goodwill this incident may have caused. I am aware that my actions reflect not only on myself, but also on this esteemed institution and the trust that the public places on us, in us. This incident has been a humbling reminder of the necessity for restraint and self-control, especially in challenging circumstances. I sincerely apologize for any pain or discomfort my actions may have caused, and I am committed to learning from this experience to grow into a better citizen and a more empathetic representative of the people. This experience is particularly disheartening given my recent achievements in constituency engagement, including many interventions in health, agriculture, education, and economy. It's a teachable moment for me, blah, 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 held in high standard, blah, blah, blah. I'm committed to using this as an opportunity for growth and as a call to better this. Oh, this one didn't publish the whole thing. I had a copy earlier. Okay. So in part of it, it was like the police is now investigating the whole thing and they will hold the person culpable responsible. What are you talking about? All right. So he apologized. He is different from this other guy. Remember him? This is the dildo senator, the famous Elisha Abo, the one that beat up a woman inside a sex toy shop in Abuja. I wanted to show the video, but I don't know if this is going to trigger anything. But I'm just going to flash it. I'll leave it like that. I don't want, you see, I still have this strike on my channel, so I don't want to add more, okay? But that was Elisha Abo in a sex toy shop, Abuja, in 2019. Slapped a married woman 4 times. So they called a committee. This is a flashback to how the Senate committee handled the matter. And we know here the tail, we know here the head of the case up to today. Just a flash, a throwback.
Yes. We have listened to you in the whole world, the television everywhere. So what's different? Sir, I'm just making a statement here. Sir, even if it is one sentence.
Okay, distinguished Chairman, sir. Distinguished, we want to tell you, you're just joining us. We have a procedure, and we're also under law. What we're doing as a legislature. You don't come in here when we invite you, despite you are a colleague. All right? You are on the other side now. Everybody requires a fair hearing. What is going on with you affects us as a body. All right? That is why the Senate President constituted this committee. And you can see the level and integrity of the people under here. You don't come in here and dictate to us the procedures we are supposed to adopt. And that is, you don't dictate to us because you undermine us by even trying to do that. You haven't even listened to us. Even if we are going beyond what you expect, you can stop us. But you don't come to on the other side and start dictating to us. Do you want us to protect you, or do you want us to defend you, or you want to be on your own? Because do you realize that the Senate, off that mic and let me finish. Do you realize that the Senate, when we constitute this, whatever the law gives, we can also suspend you? Do you realize that? No, sir. No, sir.
I will not sit and you threaten me with suspicion.
We are not threatening you. I said we are not threatening you.
I will not sit you threatening your suspension.
With all due respect, sir.
With all due respect to you, I won't sit here. You are my colleague. You are a senator like me. You cannot threaten me with suspension. I take exception, ma'am.
hole for yourself.
Excuse me.
Off that man.
Please.
You are digging a hole for yourself.
Excuse me.
All right, then go and bury me.
Okay? I'm also another woman.
Yes, ma'am.
Better be careful.
Ma'am, please.
Distinguish. Please, I expect Excuse me, please. Distinguish. Why are you behaving this way? This behavior is not expected of you. You see, we are about how many of us senators are here? And even if you take offense in what you say, listen, keep quiet. You have to address the chair. Please.
Mr. Chairman, is it out of place if I ask that I am not addressing camera, I'm not addressing pressmen? After I've been taken to court, am I out of place, sir? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Now, if he has objection to what you say, to hear our general comment on this.
And that's what we are saying. We take that decision. You didn't even wait for us to even talk before saying this is the method that you want us to adopt. You didn't even wait.
Please.
Distinguished, we invited you here. And can you tell us why you come? Thank you, my distinguished colleague. So I came No, he's answering my question. Go on. Thank you so much, distinguished. I came Go on. Thank you, my colleague. I came because I received a text message Thank you so much, distinguished Senator, sir. Chairman, with your permission, sir, let me answer my colleague. I came because I received a text message that I am invited by this honorable committee made of distinguished men and women to investigate a viral video that is already there in public domain. And the protests that have been going out there has been loud, has been local and international. And I felt the matter that have been going out there is investigate and prosecute him. Just the same way I received a text message from the police that I shall come.
So at the end of the day, nothing happened to him. The rest, they say, is history today in Nigeria. So they are going to set up a committee to probe Mascot, this Honorable Alex, as well. If I get anything on that, I will come and share that with us. I promise. Right. Going forward, I picked up, you know me, I kind of like to pick up what it is like for an average people in Nigeria every day. If you are not being targeted by the normal terrorists, then you are targeted by the official terrorists, whose mentality is so backward enough that you just have to see the danger that you are all living in that place. A few days ago, they killed an artist. Last week, they killed an artist that was invited to come and perform for policemen, anti-cultist policemen in Enugu, in Owerri. Somebody who went on to go and fetch water was chased to his house, to his compound, by policemen who wanted to have him arrested because they were doing stop and search. And they suspected that he was carrying petroleum products rather than water. So this happened.
Look
Look at them here. Over the police. Look at them. Embarrassing us in our compound. We went to fetch water. They're embarrassing my boy. Over the police. Police. Look at what they are doing. Embarrassing us. They want to arrest somebody that went to fetch water. Look at what they are doing. Police. Nigerian police. Look at Nigerian police. Embarrassing people up and down because they want to fetch water. Look at them. Nigerian police. Here police station. Nigeria should see them. This is what we are going through. We don't have food. We don't have water. We don't have anything. Look at it. He went to fetch water. This boy wants to fetch water. Look at what police is doing. Police. Look at it. Police. Up here police station. Look at them here. Everybody should see them. Look at what they have been doing. Embarrassing people, harassing people up and down. Look at the boy. He went to fetch water. And they stopped him on the road, followed him into the compound. They have searched him, they didn't see anything, they want to arrest him. Look at everybody shouting in the compound. Look at it. Everybody shouting. Look at what they are doing.
Look at them.
Harassing people.
You follow somebody, you threat them.
Police station. Police station.
Somebody's compound.
Police station. This is what they do. This is what they have been doing. They terrorize students daily. This is what they have been doing. So look at it. We are not done anything to them. Look at it, went to fetch water. Obumini. How about you make me arrest?
Which water? Illegal duty.
Obugalo.
Does your superior know your duty?
No, she. Look at them.
I mean, I've said that to some of my friends in Nigeria that someone not strong well. Let's be honest. Some of us can no longer live in that place and survive. I can't live in Nigeria and survive anymore. Let's be honest. And it doesn't have anything to do with whether you have money or not. There's some level of madness there that will probably just get somebody like me killed within a year. Yeah, if I get to live in Nigeria, I'll probably get killed within a year. If I'm not killed by the police, I'll probably get beaten to death by the soldiers, or maybe the thugs around, because something will always want me to tell them that this is wrong, and I would probably want to stand my ground, forgetting the fact that I am in a lawless place. So, or I get killed straight up by the healthcare system there that doesn't exist. I can't survive Nigeria anymore. I was there for the first 28 years of my life. The last 12 of my life has taught me that life is so precious than to be like it is in Nigeria, a gamble. It's lucky that they didn't shoot at him before he drove to their compound. So many others are not that lucky. Yeah, they will shoot him, kill him, and drive away. So to live in Nigeria every day, in fact, makes sense when people say, Baba, na grace of God, though. How are you coping? How are you actually surviving in that place? Everybody will tell me, Baba, na grace of God, though. Baba, easy. You know, like you have to be mad too. To survive there, you need some level of madness. So why did you do that? Now mad people, they live for this place. So, now my friends will tell me that. Baba, Nijalong Kwebi. What they meant is that when they say Nijalong Kwebi, it simply means that nobody they follow the law here. If they follow law like that, how much you go, they go kill you. Even though if you know they follow them too safe, they go kill you. But at least you go fight. You have a fighting chance. See somebody trained to be a soldier. Imagine an American soldier talking like this.
See, there's no peace for the wicked.
No peace. It's not easy, my bro.
That body goes surplus today.
I do.
I know the joke, this will not be meme.
I do.
We kill any bastard when near my babe. If you near my babe, now die, you go die. One man, one bullet. Am I clear? One man, one magazine. You see us, ba? Joy no dey our face. We no dey smile with anybody.
No joy.
See my head. Besides my head dey shine.
No joy.
You dey see am, ba? No whine me. You see me for street, no whine me. This one no be threat, no be meme, you go die. See.
soldier, Nigerian soldier. Even though majority of them are lily-livered cowards, when they hear that the Boko Haram is at the border, they'll pick race, so to say. But that is the mentality. See, you might think, oh, they are just probably just fooling around and all that. But ask yourself, have you seen where they are training Nigerian soldiers? See, when you see where they are training the military of other countries that I have seen, no movies so. You go won't be military, you go won't be soldier. Dog, yeah, this. So they are so disciplined. The way they talk, the way they act around civilians, around themselves, it's, you know what I mean? Nigeria, now, you go to see that they smoke gum or latrine. See, they see me so, no joy, oh, no joy. I don't get joy. I don't care. If you're near my babe, one man, one bullet. It's true. It is what the mentality is. So I can't survive there, let's be honest. I can't. You know, I mean, I don't know, I can't. My brain is kind of picking on, so it's like searching and looking at, okay, maybe what about this, what about that? You'll be able to survive this. No, I can't. You can't really pick anything positive to show to me that maybe I can survive in that place. The last time I was in Nigeria, I was very quiet because I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable that I was counting days. I was like, man, oh my God, I'm leaving in 2 days' time. Oh, I'm leaving tomorrow. Oh, I'm leaving this evening. Oh, I can't wait. When I finally got inside that plane, I've told you that before. When I finally got into the plane, and everybody checked in, everybody's like, oh, like they're about to move, and then the pilot said, oh, this is your pilot. We're about to taxi now. We are leaving the Muritala Mohammed International Airport for Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam. Yeah. And from there, you are going to join your flight to Glasgow. For those who are going to like that, sha. Omo, I was like, that's it. I just grabbed the blanket. Anyway, where this thing they go, say, me just carry me come up for here. That's how it was for me. I didn't enjoy it. You know, I have people probably travel to Nigeria and they enjoy it too. Or maybe you are all pretending that you enjoyed it and all that. But me, I didn't. It was so inconvenient. It was like mad rush when we're driving on the road. Some of the roads where you are driving that they are not really marked, okay? And I mean, you are all going this way, especially this area of, then I think they were reconstructing the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, right? So from Berger to Redeem, all right? As you were facing this, we're going to Shagam, Ijebu like that. You see like 1 million Okadas facing us this way, taking one way. And I was like, what the heck? How could it, like, it can't be like, say, oh, when you know, this Nigeria you live, you come out from me. That's why it be for here, Jared. Now, mad people, they live for here. You need to be mad. I was like, no, it's just not normal. It's just not right. You see people wielding guns here and there. You don't even know if they're going to shoot or not. So scary. Even though I grew up in Ijebu, I'm supposed to be like a rough guy too, like not rough, but it was like I was, So I give it to them like, oh, more. I thought people they live for there. Take a look at some of these roads in the eastern part of Nigeria that I kind of picked up earlier today.
This is a Lincoln Bridge. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. So this is a Lincoln Bridge between Nambapa and Umuchibo, and the bridge is about to fall. So I'm making this video for government of Enugu State to actually see and come to our rescue. Yeah, it's very, 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 very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Very deep. And this bridge connects to Omochibo through MNA. So Enugu State government should come and help us. So.
I want video and post them online.
Like you have to have extra layer of skins. Like your skins must be so thick. Your soul must be so strong. And every time I look at people who lives in that place in Nigeria, I see them as, I call them the MVPs, most valuable people. Very, very, very strong-minded people, even though it is not always about that strong and all that per se, because also it has affected the mental health. Excuse me, it has affected the mental health of a lot of people as well. It has affected a lot of people. Surviving in Nigeria is like it's war. And they continue to make it even worse and worse and worse for you. I wish you all what you wish yourselves, so to say. I think I had a clear again, right? This was somewhere in Ife yesterday when someone, I'll tell you the story later, okay? I'll keep it for now. So what I'm going to do next is this should be us on the afternoon gist here. So I'm going to go prepare for the evening part, okay? I have heard that the new price of petroleum has just been announced. I told you that they will keep increasing it. Even though the more they increase it, the more patronage drops, the more some of these businesses will also short. There is no end in sight to what Tinubu and his gang will do to you. So thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. All right. I am going to see you later this evening. And you can look out for the replay of last or yesterday's broadcast too, if you missed it. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your morning or afternoon. I will see you later this evening. Good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary.
kí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún diary na ibi number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún diary na ibi number one.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún diary na ibi number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kí ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n ní.